Alright, well, it's been a few days, but finally, a new rogue has come out. This one is called Smart Security, and it's going to be taking the place of the rogue My Security Shield. It does a few different things that make it a little bit interesting to test. Let's have a look. So here is the main screen. It's still the same as My Security Shield and all the others. If you try to clean it, it's going to ask you to activate. Let's go ahead and do that, get that out of the way. And it's now T security up here. You can buy a 6-month, 1 year, or a lifetime guard subscription. That's a lot of money, man. I don't have an activation code. I don't plan on getting one. I don't plan on cracking this rogue or anything like that. So forget about it. You know, you got your firewall settings, automatic updates, antivirus protection off. Alright. You've got some other security tools. You've got your anti-phishing, your advanced process control, got the auto run manager, you've got your service manager, you've got your all-in-one suite, which is a nice way to, you know, show little utilities in Windows, you know. You got your Internet Explorer settings, magnifier, all of that. The malware eliminator is still here, which allows you to, like, go kill a process or something. Can't kill its own process. You got your quarantine. Here's your scanner. Let's go ahead and run a scan. So it's already found one file. I'm going to go ahead and stop it anyway. Alright, it'll find those files. And yeah. And it'll make you buy it. Get your settings down here. You got your options. You know, your scheduler, process control, firewall, all of that. You have a little bit more choice of languages. You got German. You've got this thing will open. There we go. You've got French. I guess it takes a minute to change the language. And then you've got Spanish, traditional sort. Now, from what I understand, there's two main variations of Spanish. You've got your European, you know, Spain. And then you've got your Latin American, you know. You've got your South American, Mexico, all of that. So I don't know what the difference is. And this thing wants me to update Chrome. I have not done that yet. So yeah, you can change the language in Smart Security. Now let's take a look at what it does to your machine. This is pretty interesting. Alright, let's knock out the not so interesting part first. It goes ahead and sets up a local proxy server. I'm not sure what happened to IE there. It goes ahead and does the pig squeal. Close it. Probably should have put it back on English. Anyway, let's try it in Chrome. And this thing just keeps popping up. And alright, let's go to options, proxy settings. It goes ahead and sets up a local proxy server on your machine on port 25520. So I assume that's to reroute traffic. Let's try antivirus. And Google's also telling me to go to Google Netherlands, so something changed. Alright, let's see if we get redirected. Surprisingly not. Alright, let's try Avast. There we go. Now we're getting redirected. So it's sending me to this server right there. I assume it'll take me to Gala Search or whatever it is. I guess it's not available. And the other interesting thing, I mean, this is interesting. It goes ahead and adds a bunch of keys for the image file execution options. What does this mean? Well, Basically, what you can do with image file execution options is you can take a file name and you can block it from running. Now, this rogue, instead of preventing removal, it went ahead and tried to make itself legitimate by dumping a bunch of names from known malware. Let me show you what I mean. If we close that, let's go ahead and open up regedit. And I'm already there. It's in HKey local machines, software, Microsoft, Windows NT, current version, image file execution options. And you've got a bunch of file names here, a bunch of them. Let's go through some of the main ones here that you would notice that just pop up to me. You've got agent.exe, you also have adware.exe, I'm not sure why, alpha AV, anti-Trojan, anti-spyware XP 2009, antivirus Pro, antivirus Plus, antivirus XP, what else? You've also got some AVG, or possibly Avast. So this thing might be a double agent or something. I mean, it's blocking known malware and it's blocking known anti-malware at the same time. Scan 95, Security Center, Security Fighter, Security Soldier, Secure Veteran, another setup.exe, smart.exe, smart protector.exe, soap, sperm.exe. I mean, I think it's something like 800. Trust Warrior, and the last interesting one, Windows Police Pro, and zonealarm.exe. Now, from what I can tell, it seems like they're trying to keep this thing as legal as possible by making the most primitive anti-malware you can possibly have. I mean, this is really primitive. It's like me walking up to your computer, unplugging and saying, there, you're protected from viruses, now give me $89.95. It's pretty much like that. And this is what happens if you try to run a malware process. Let's go to WordPad. I went too far. Alright, write.exe. You open it, and there's your WordPad. But if we change the name of it to Windows Police Pro.exe, it's not going to run. And it's not because it's a different name. You can put it as 0000000, and it'll still run just fine. So, that's pretty interesting that they try to make this thing legitimate. Even though you don't have to pay for it to get that protection, it automatically puts those keys in there. And removal, it could be a little bit tricky because of those setup.exe being blocked, install.exe being blocked, and the local proxy server. So, I'm going to work on a removal video, and that is it for smart security.